Hey, welcome back to the channel. Got a pretty cool looking little knife here. Kind of different looking, isn't it? It's kind of the red grooves in there. This is imitation stag instead of brown. It's kind of red dyed. I didn't do that. That's I believe that is from the factory, but we're gonna take a look at this. This is a George Wolstenholm knife here. Had to do a little bit of work on this knife to get her ready, and if you'd like to see that, go ahead and check out the video. Whoa! All right, cut her off, cut her off. I can't. Hey, welcome back to the Fortified Castle. Hi to all my viewers. So yeah, we're going to look at this George Wolstenholm here. I had to do a little bit of work on it. Not a whole lot, but it's a 4-inch, so it's a large Stockman, and it's not your typical George Wolstenholm. Originally, you may recall seeing this, there was a curve in the blade from sharpening here. I just took the choil down to even it out. That came out pretty good. Still see part of the choil there. And then I shined it up and had to put a little bit more of a tip there. So I kind of brought this area up to the tip to give it the tip. But there's a nice swedge in it, long pull. There is your mark IXL George Wolstenholm, Sheffield, England. And this this blade was really wobbly in there, so I clamped this and then reset the pins, and they came out pretty good. But that's really the only repair I needed to do on this knife. This is not genuine bone. It's some type of synthetic. There's your sheep's foot. And if you look real close, that sheep's foot comes all the way down to the edge. You can see it's kind of worn right there. So I didn't worry about putting another point on that. Just doesn't really seem necessary. You see a little swedge there. Swedge on both sides. And this is not your typical Wolstenholm. So look how girt up that tang is right there. And you just didn't see that on George Wolstenholm knives. So that helps to date this knife. Look at that kind of funky look. It's a really funky looking spade blade on there. That is a spade blade. You can see the little tip right there. It's pretty interesting. There's a swedge. Swedge on both sides. So George Wolstenholm is one of those companies that up into the 70s marked every blade, and you only have one blade marked here, right there. And they're usually on the on another blade, it would have oiled joints on it. That is not on this knife. And the other thing that's missing from this knife is the IXL mark on the blade. Blades were stamped with IXL. So that oiled joint mark ran from around 1938 all the way up until the 70s. When George Wolstenholm was bought by Rogers Group, and then in 78, Schrade bought Rogers Group and got a hold of George Westinghouse in the process. And shortly afterwards, though, sold the company to a consortium called Western. And Western only had it to turn it around and make some money, and they sold it to Effington Group. So I think this knife was made during that time period, 1984 to maybe 1986, when Western Group had it, and they were just trying to, cut out as much cost as they could. So the blades are only singly marked and no stamping. They're also just not as strong. So this is a pretty weak spring in this knife, and just not your typical George Westinghouse. And then Effington Group got a hold of this and started making quality knives again. So yeah, the lack of a few things on this knife kind of dates it, and that's how you date these Westinghouse. This tang stamp ran from the 1890s all the way up until the late 70s, and then Effington used them too. So from 84, well, not 84, so about 86 on, Effington Group used that old IXL stamp. Pretty cool little knife, though. Interesting. It's a little different with the red. Supposedly, I guess that's red stag is what that's supposed to be. Anyhow, just a little cleanup job on that. It needed a lot of work, but nice mirror polishes you could see on there now. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.